What are we talking about today, Ruth?
I have no clue.
Yes. Now this girl right here, we've been friends for about, what, 6 years? Almost 6 years? This woman right here loves animals, but she eats meat. And I wonder, because there's a lot of people like this. A lot of companies will lead you to believe that drinking milk is good for your bones and that animal products are the things that give you protein. This is true. Vegetables have a lot of protein in them. So this means that you don't have to kill animals to get your protein. When I was not vegan, I would have a chicken dinner and I would just straight up want to take a nap. It's not all pretty. It sits in my stomach. I don't feel good. I don't want to do anything. Now this is something a lot of people like to justify with it. A lot of people are like, well, it's all about how it's prepared and how it's cooked. I don't believe that's entirely true.
Look it up. Some research was done on it.
Nah.
What did you research?
My research is that meat is carcinogenic. It
How many
means
sources are there for that? Keep going.
plenty. Do you count your sources?
Yes.
So, from my understanding, meat has carcinogens, which causes cancer. And I know a lot of people are like, well, everything or anything can cause cancer. Now, the reason I don't really like hearing that is because it's like, that doesn't justify eating meat. One, because you're killing the animal. Have you ever seen a slaughterhouse? Have you ever seen any videos of a slaughterhouse? A lot of you have. And a lot of you don't care. Personally, I could not kill an animal and eat it. It doesn't feel human to me. And I know there are people who would gladly do that, who do not care. I don't know why. I can't relate to it. I don't understand it. So I don't even want to support any companies that do that. I feel very lightweight and just healthy and active. Like, I want to do more. I don't want to lay down and take a nap. Like, my mind's clear. I feel like I can think so much better now.
I don't think that you can blame that all on meat, though. You don't have enough proof to just blame it completely on meat.
I do have proof.
Yes, but you haven't done the experiments to actually
Oh, no, I have. So
to
there
show
was a
that
time
meat itself, without any other factors in your life.
I was vegan for, I think, a straight month. And then I cheated for a week. So I went straight back into the habits I used to.
And you did nothing different in that entire week. You did nothing absolutely different.
I don't think it entirely matters.
It
But
does
either
matter.
way,
Different
if you're
things
straight
that you
vegan for a
do,
month, I would,
different things you do can affect the way that your body reacts. It's very true. Meat is not the sole cause of every problem in your health. There's more to your body and the way it functions in relation with meat and vegetables. Because honestly, it's been shown that meat is important in a diet. You can get a lot of energy from meat that opens up space so that you can eat more that's more nutritional for you. But there are vitamins and amino acids and B12 that you can get from it. And she'll say that you can get B12 from plants, but if that was the case, you wouldn't have to take a B12 spray every day. There you go.
There are other ways to get B12, and there's other ways to get vitamins that we need. Yes, there is vitamins in milk. There is vitamins in meat. That doesn't mean that they're good for you, because it's like they still cause cancer.
I don't know if that video is completely true. I don't know enough about the people who put it together, all the research that they did, whether their data is correct, where they got it from, whether they're reliable articles, credible articles, if the people are specialties in their field.
Now let me tell you, you can ask this about anything, and I've especially questioned this with things that tell me eating meat is right. You should be questioning the websites you look at, what they're sponsored by, who they support, what supports them, because it's a trade of money. Well, they're dying of something.
Vegans get cancer, right?
Look, anyone can get cancer.
Gotten cancer.
Anyone can get cancer.
Yeah.
It's possible, but you lower your chances by a multitude by being vegan.
On all cancers.
No, I can't say that. I don't know about all cancers, and I'm not saying that if you're vegan,
But you're
you are
implying
immune.
It by just saying cancer as a total, as a
Yeah,
word,
like,
as a sum.
Processed meat and red meat especially, but meat in general has carcinogens that causes cancer. And
if that was true, then why does anybody eat meat? Why does an animal eat meat? Why are we made to eat meat?
we aren't made to eat meat. That's why we
Yes,
are getting cancer from it.
No, that's not true. We're omnivores. We're made to eat meat. our digestive tract is made to eat meat. It's a known fact. It's been proven countless times. They've shown that that's how we've lived for our entire life, and that actually our digestive tract is a mix of carnivores and herbivores. We're made to. We can, and in fact, it's been proven that our digestive tract resembles chimpanzees, and when they ate meat,
chimpanzees don't eat meat.
Yes, they do.
They eat solely plant-based.
No, they do eat meat.
Okay.
They're omnivores, by the way. Look it up. The specialists actually specialize in monkeys and human evolution as well as their diet. And they took data from people who were like, oh, you know, they might be herbivores, and they did it all, and they proved it. It was a fact, and it's been proven. Look it up. Do the actual data research yourself.
I can't honestly believe that eating meat is good for you or safe or even at least a bit healthy when I feel like every time I give in and eat it. Food is supposed to be fuel. If it's fuel, then why does it make me want to take a nap? It's not just reading an article and believing it. It's actually doing it and feeling it and seeing progress.
But you're one person. And it also depends on the way meat is prepared. It is actually a thing.
Why is it that, like, meat has to be prepared a certain way? Like, if we were meant to eat it, then why do we have to cook it? And why can't we rip an animal open ourselves? And why do we need weapons to kill an animal? If it's natural for us to eat it, then why can't we just munch down on them, like, straight up?
Because we're not animals.
We are animals. You see, we don't actually eat meat unless we cook it and season it, because it's unbearing to look at as it is.
That's just
dead animal flesh.
That's just how we live.
It feels so much better to be without it, and not only are you saving yourself, you're saving animals, and you're saving the planet, because pollution that it takes to produce that meat is killing the planet with all that. Like, how is that normal? And why am I going to support that? And if it's hurting animals so much, and if I love animals, why am I going to do that to them? Why would I support that?
Basic fact is that you can't say that meat is completely bad, because there's obviously something good about it. That's why we eat it. That's why all animals eat it.
It's not because it's good.
I'm putting it out there right now. Us eating meat is not wrong for us. Let me just tell you that actually with our digestive system, we can digest meat very well, actually better than we can digest some plants.
How?
It's been proven.
Have you ever been a vegan, and do you feel what it feels like to not eat meat? And you haven't done the research like I've done for as long as I've done, and you haven't actually done it.
You only suggest 2 videos.
No, I'm looking at more now. I've only shown you 2.
You can believe in whatever you believe in. Nobody, if they are very true to what they believe, will change their views. So we will keep bickering and arguing on this for as long as it can happen. And none of us will change in our views, because that's just how we are.
Now, to chime in on that, I changed my views after my family went vegan.
Because that's the lifestyle then you start living around.
Yeah, people can change. There are people out there who are too stubborn and will not change and will not look into anything.
Yes.
And I understand that, because I was one of those people.
You're ignoring basic biology, so obviously you're not going to change in this view. You know that. Don't say you don't.
I've already changed because I was on a meat diet.
She still believes we're herbivores.
I don't believe eating meat is right, or any animal products, because
So then you're going against basic biology.
Basic biology. It may be the way that we've lived forever, but that doesn't mean it's right.
That's not true. We should have evolved to be able to eat meat if by chance that it was like that, to where we couldn't eat meat before. So if we couldn't eat meat, then how can we digest it?
I don't think we're supposed to digest it. I think we have the ability to. That doesn't mean it's good for you.
But then how have we survived on it?
Like, why
wouldn't we have just puked it out constantly? Why wouldn't we?
I mean, I want to puke. That's what I'm trying to figure out. We grew up with this food. I don't know why we got used to it. I don't remember. I grew up with it. And everyone else grew up with it, so they don't remember how it felt at first.
But just from an evolution standpoint, we came from monkeys, okay? The thing is monkeys are omnivores. So it would make no sense for us to evolve and be herbivores only. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. So
There's no disadvantages to eating vegetables or fruits. There's just none. Like,
I don't have all the data. That's why I'm saying.
I don't need data. I can feel it. Let's do it because I've done it. I've done more than you have.
I don't care this much. The fact is that this is not the lifestyle that I'm choosing. But I hate when people tell me wrong facts about science that has already been shown to be proven.
The reason that I keep going back to my theory is because it actually feels good and I'm not hurting anything and it doesn't feel morally wrong. It feels actually really good.
Yeah, but morals aren't important here.
Morals are a factor because
morals aren't a factor because we've lived with these morals. We grew up with these morals, so they don't.
Some traditions need to die. Like, growing up doesn't mean that it was the right way to live. I've done so much research and I've watched so many things.
That you haven't done that other crucial research and you're stating a fact that you haven't proven.
Stating the fact that I haven't just eaten meat and then just vegetables?
Yeah.
As long as meat is in my diet with vegetables, which you kind of need, then that's all that matters. Because I can have vegetables in my diet and meat and then just take out the meat. That's subtracting. That means there's a result. Like, you're going to feel something. I know how it works. I know how it feels.
Okay.
And you haven't done any of it. So that's what I'm saying.
But I'm not trying to be a part of this
so
lifestyle.
How can I believe in the science that says that we are omnivores if being an omnivore hurts so badly in my body? And if it's killing the environment and killing animals, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Whether the meat now is different from the meat then is a question to be answered.
What? Okay, I'm sorry. Did chickens and cows exist before?
Yes, but I'm trying to say, well, first of all, I'm saying sometimes we pump steroids into me.
Yes.
And we've done things like that. But whether the meat has changed, which is a factor, I'm not saying it isn't, but I'm saying that actually we are meant to eat meat. I thought,
That cotton, she says? Nope. That's like your own sacrifice. How do you feel? Ugh.